Today's sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, where the sound of the big red siren signals the holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, a product of NC State. It's Jacoby Brissett.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Now a 2nd and 10. First carry for the former Tar Heel, Michael Carter. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Another toe for Carter. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. When you look at this defense, they're a unit that enters play way down, number 28 in the NFL right now against the run.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. From the gun, here's Brissett. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And you'd think as a young QB there'd be some nerves leading an offense out to start a game, but haven't seen any sign of them right now. And speaking with him earlier this week, sensed that the pressure wouldn't get to him. He feels comfortable being the face of this offense and shouldering the expectations on game day, even if he doesn't quite have the years of experience other quarterbacks do.
2nd and 4. And he slings one that's incomplete. This defense for the Cards, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield, but all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
First down, Austin.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Now the former Sun Devil, Zane Gonzalez, for the field goal try.
A 40-yard attempt.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. Their second drive here of the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
Play action now. Brissett. In trouble, and he's taken down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a completion to Wilson. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Here's Matt Hawk now to punt. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Armadillos offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And he continues to be a nuisance for opposing defenses that are tasked with trying to slow him down. He's currently 2nd in the NFL in rushing. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase it.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Boy, left that first defender grasping at air as he winds up getting a full 8 yards on that play. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. They'll look to throw. It's caught inside the 25. And a huge play that time. 41 yards.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there. Those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave them with a 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Pass taken in by his big tight end. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll come out in the pistol. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Armadillos are able to add on to that lead.
two good drives on their first two possessions. Remember, the first wound up in a field goal, but we all know field goals aren't going to cut it in the NFL, so they're not going to be denied here, and they wind up punching this one into the end zone.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0.
Cardinals nothing.
So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that...
Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Marvin Harrison Jr., his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Chad Ryland now to add the PAT. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs out there the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack. He'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
It's a loss of 2.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw, Brissett. And on the left side here, Wilson. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
A gain of 2 makes it 3rd.
Brissett. To the sideline and incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Austin's offense ready to go again. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. And it's got his man in stride, complete. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And we're doing we talk with them about prior to the game. Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Jalen Thompson picks it. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a first and goal right at about the 6-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Suddenly, it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run with Carter. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Off the play fake, here's Brissett. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Michael Wilson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
And it feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football. And that's exactly what happened there.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. They have the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Boston's offense ready to go again. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now a play fake here on first down. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
And an Austin first down.
Good work there. You're going to see on play action, they run an out route with the receiver on the outside and let the tight end work the seam in the area beyond him. A great concept, and it leads to a first down.
They run the option here on first and 10. There he goes, left side. And touchdown. It's their quarterback. 45 yards. And the Armadillos are able to move back in front. So a designed run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that coming.
Well, on this play, how about the vision of him, being able to see the open field, make his move, and get there. Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try and take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly didn't work. Yeah, there's no doubt.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. As they've got it as we resume action.
Set to kick off.
Taking it about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. That's complete to McBride. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
Cardinals, first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll try the left side with Carter. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Now Brissett. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
It's a gain of 27 yards. And the Cardinals, first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Play action. Brissett. And Wilson with it, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. He got 29 yards that time.
First down. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
That's to McBride, and he has it. Touchdown, Cardinals. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Cardinals have taken the lead.
Well, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal line, they know it's going to him. It's just so hard to stop.
And that's where it really becomes difficult because you're exactly right. They know it's going to him, yet they still can't stop it. That tells you when you're a dominant player.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense has got to be searching for answers right now. It's been his ability to make plays on the ground here in this first half that's really giving him fits. And his throw here is incomplete. 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. This offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll set up to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
2nd and 11 at the 41.
To number 33. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. Oh, good move.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. There's a nice move, and he's going to get this inside the 30.
47 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
1st down, Austin.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
Now he's going to step up and run.
Gets past one man. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
Holding offense.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Back to throw here. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. They're going to look to throw.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Boy, a tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this 1st down.
Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
A loss of 7. It's 4th down.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments.
And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
Looking to put a drive together. They go play action here on 1st down. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff running for the middle. And will slither by. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us.
Touchdown! A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year.
And the Armadillos have yet again retaken the lead.
Yeah, that's a nice play design right there. He's going to fake the give, then roll out, and he lets his back leak out toward the pylon. And how about the throw? Right where he needed it to be for him to catch it in stride. He's able to take it into the end zone.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is up to 5.
26. Cardinals 21.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. A little juke. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So out now come the Cardinals. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball. I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and a yard. They'll go again with Carter.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Makes it
from the shotgun. It's Bissell. Under pressure, and down he goes. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Arizona. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
Fair catch. Signaled for
the visitors' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. He's got a rushing touchdown in the game already as you check to see where he is ranked in rushing TDs coming into the weekend. The offense back out there at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got it with the 15. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A big play there. 49 yards. As his guys are able to extend their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Cardinals offense ready to set up shop. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
He's going to air one out, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Throwing, Brissett. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
From the gun, here's Brissett.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
It's now
Here's Matt Hawk now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. That's taken it around the 40. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
So now out comes this offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once more. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football.
And here's a quick throw to start the drive complete. A swift move and then tackled just on the other side of midfield.
It's a gain of 8.
Hands it off out of the gun.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
3rd and 2.
Back to throw.
He'll try to pick it up himself.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
That's good for an Austin first down. A gain of 22 yards.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, nice move. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Their mobile, agile quarterback as the first half is winding down.
And the Armadillos would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that will make this a 19-point game.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
So halftime here out west. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Minus 9 yards on the play, and now it's third down.
A loss of 9 on the play. Brings up third
Now
down.
back to throw.
He'll try and do this himself. And he'll be taken down.